We're back. I have a sore throat, but I got some stuff for it. So the reason why I like this diagram that I made is because the more frets you have listed, the more detail you can get. So this one has Dorian and Ionian in all three inversions. Okay? And similarly, it has the other two groups, the Lydian and Phrygian, in all three inversions. The ones that are labeled second inversion and first inversion have all 7, if you will, modes in that one inversion, or that one root is 0 inversion. You know, first inversion is the 3rd on the bottom, the second inversion is the 5th on the bottom. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff here. Let's go up to this chart here that I made. This is very interesting, this whole thing. It looks kind of difficult. It isn't, but it is. Let's just look over here for a minute. Now, you know, you have the unwarped arpeggios. This says that they are cage bound. So cage bound means that it's not going to transverse. Like, see how this root goes? This is a bad example because this root goes up pretty high here, but then that 5th goes there. This is a root Aeolian starting from the C. Root 3/5, major 3rd, minor 3rd, perfect 4th. Major 3rd, it's just warped over, so it's straight up. It's not a perfect 4th, it's a perfect 3rd. There's a perfect 4th. Because it was warped over, we have to go that way to compensate for the lowly tuned string. And then the 5 is over here. The 5 is out of the box where it started, which was a G-shaped root, G root. Now this right here is exactly what this is. See, 7, 7, 6 to 6, 4 to 4, 7 to 7, root to root. The only difference is this label is up here right on top of this one, but that also covers that many frets. So we can see that this starts on the G root. Alright, this arpeggio, bop, 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 and it goes right out of the box there. Cage bound, on the other hand, this is major. Cage bound means it's actually tri-pentatonic cage bound. Okay? Now we saw before that the G box that we were working on here, if we were only looking at G and C and not tri-pentatonic, but just the G pentatonic or the C pentatonic, we would not have that 7 there. The box would not be the same width. But because of the D shape, which is the 4th, and the rule that I discovered by I don't know how I discovered this, it was just by trial and error, that you can make a pentatonic scale by superimposing 3 pentatonic scales that are the 1, the 4, and the 5 in that key. So that's where we get 1, 4, 5. G goes to C, you know, if G's the 1, C's the 4th, D's the 5th. Now that works, except it's a little different. Our little rule of thumb, C always goes to E. Even though the 4 is the F, right? It says E shape, pentatonic, C, D, E, G, A. So we're going to fit that into the mold by calling the F E-shaped positive. So it's E-shaped because it is E-shaped. You play an F, you play an E. Hey, play me an E. Damn. Oh, pardon my like, sounds like Fluffy now. There's the F. I have a cat named Fluffy. E-shaped F. E-shaped E. E minor shaped E minor. So that's why it says E4. Over here, magic string chart. Start caged from anywhere means any string. Really, it should say any string. C always goes to E. Magic circle. I made the magic circle. I'm sorry I'm laughing at this. It was kind of magic. It's funny, but you know, it's. I don't mean to like try to attract people to think that there's something magic about it. I say it's magic because I haven't figured it out yet. I just know it works. C always goes to E. Then it goes in fourths. E to A. A is the fourth of E. D is the fourth of A. G is the fourth of D. C is the fourth of G. But then it goes to the third. If you ask me, it's related to the tuning differential. There's no other explanation. That's an obvious explanation, but I haven't seen exactly how. Except that if you were to bar the A cage, these are cages. So the reason why this is long and thin and squished is because it's supposed to look like a guitar neck. It's supposed to look like a guitar neck. But the only thing guitar about it, really, I mean, it is caged. These guys are what shape you would get if you started this shape on that string. So if you're on the, if you're doing an A shape and you start on the A string, you go like, put the capo up on the A string. A, D, G, C, E, A. Look at that. C always goes to E. So that's the magic fret. It is kind of related. So if I start an A shape from the G string, it's going to be a G. As long as I start that A shape from the A string. So I'm going to start an A shape from the G string, it's going to be a G. Okay, here we go. A shape. I want to go over here for the A shape, but it has to warp up. There, it warped right into a G shape. Then I can come down on that G shape. That's the magic string. Start chord based arpeggios from any string. It works for arpeggios too. And it's a good way to get used to taking any shape from the bottom part of the bottom part. It looks like the top part, but it's the bottom part. Here's the low string down here. Down here. I say down because in the register, that's down in the register. And you just take these shapes in through this tuning warp. You know, so it's a good exercise to take arpeggios in through the tuning warp, and it makes a shape according to what this chart says.